Guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue looking at our patterns today. So let's look at the problem that I gave you for today. So it says copy and complete the table below by generating the two patterns. So let's see how many of you actually read the directions there first off. So two patterns. So there's rule 1 and there's a pattern that goes with it, and rule 2 and a pattern that goes with that one. So I know some of you out there probably went through and you tried to make a pattern from going from one to the other, but that's not what it said. So you got to be careful, because in 5th grade we often have to deal with more than one pattern at a time. So when we look at this, there's rule 1, and this is the pattern that's going across this way. So I would need to look to see what's happening with it. So I'm going from 2 to 4. That's either times 2 or add 2. I'm not sure which. But then it has this blank spot here, and then it gets to 8. So if it was times 2, it'd be 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 would be here, and then 8 times 2 is 16 would be here. So times 2 doesn't really work for this one. What about plus 2? 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, and 8 plus 2 is 10. That fit. Everything lined up correctly. Now down here, taking a look at this pattern, I notice that it's getting smaller. Okay, because I'm going from a large number to a small number. So this is either divide or it's subtract. So I've got one jump here, and then here, here, and here. Wow, that was sloppy. So let's put little arrows on it just because that was so sloppy and bad. All right, so offhand, it looks like the same pattern, like I'm going by 2s. So if I went down instead, because this is going to be subtraction, and I went by 2, it would be 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 minus 2 is 6. That's good. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. And there we go. So my rule for this one would have been minus 2. And the rule for the top one was plus 2. Now, here's where things continue to get tricky. It says name the rules. Good. I did that. The top rule is plus 2. The bottom rule is minus 2. Explain how you found it. All right. I explained how I came up with that idea. Number 3, write the corresponding terms as ordered pairs. So we need to know what corresponding terms means. If you don't know what that means, there's no way to do this. And all they mean is that they're the terms or the numbers that line up with each other. So this was step 1 on both of the rules. Okay, so they're corresponding. It's the first step for both of them. So the ordered pair for that would be 2, 10. Okay, and I put 2 first because it's from the first rule, so you would normally put them in order. The second one would be 4, 8. Those are the corresponding terms, so those are going to be my ordered pairs. Then I've got 6, 6, and 8, 4, and then 10, 2. All right, so those are the ordered pairs that I made from all of the corresponding terms. Now I'm supposed to take these ordered pairs and I'm supposed to graph them to build a line when I connect them together. So let's take a quick look at doing that. I'm going to have to exit out of this one, and let's go over to this page right here. And we'll go ahead and we're going to graph these out. So when we take a look, okay, so my first one, get that out of the way. Okay, my first one on there. Oh, hold on. Let's try opening this up again, see if it writes correctly. All right, the first one I had on there was 2 over and 10 up. That was my first ordered pair. Then after that, it went 4, 8, so that would be here. Then it went 6, and I can't see it, so I'm just moving. If this is 4, 5, 6, that's 6. It was 6, 6. Then it was over 2 to 4. Okay, now I should be at 8, 4, and then I should be at 10, 2. Now connecting those together, there's the line that gets built from the corresponding terms. Okay, so I built that line. All right, so we've got one more that I'm going to show you how it works, but try out the next one first before you watch the next video. All right.